everybody. Okay, so this video is for people with combination skin. Now combination skin is very difficult to work out. I actually have combination skin myself. So basically it's where maybe the T-zone has oiliness or the cheeks have oiliness, and vice versa. The cheeks could be dry or the T-zone can be dry, and you have a combination between being too dry some areas and too oily in others. So it can be maintained as long as you use the right products. So for finding out whether you actually have combination skin, firstly you'll probably have blackheads, whiteheads, might have spots, but usually just in a concentrated area. Like some people might have it on their nose and their forehead, and some people might have it in their cheeks. And then you also might have problem with dead cells, which might be on the cheeks or the T-zone. Now for cleaning the skin, there's basically 4 things that you use. You use a cleanser, you use a toner, you use the exfoliator, and you use a moisturizer. Now, when it comes to working out what products to use for a combination skin, you're going to have to buy 2 different types of products. One is going to be for the oily skin, and the other one is going to be for the dry skin. To a cleanser for a combination skin, you're going to want to wash your skin once in the morning, once at night, using a different product each time. So in the morning, you're going to want to use something for oily skin, say a foam wash, and then in the evening, you're going to want to use a milk just to add that nice moisture back into the skin. So when it comes to a toner, you're going to be using the toner only on the oily bits. So it's for the closing up of the pores, for removing the extra oils that you get throughout the day, and it's also going to help prevent against spots. Now when it comes to an exfoliator, you're going to want to use one all over the face, but really concentrate on the drier areas. And then you're going to want to use your moisturizer straight away. Apply your moisturizer. You leave it on and soak it in for 5 minutes, and then when it's a little bit shiny on the T-zone or the cheeks, wherever your oiliness is, you're going to get a tissue and just dab off the excess moisture that you don't need. When it comes to working out masks to use, you're going to want to get 2 masks. Now I know it can add up to a lot, but it is going to last longer because you're only going to be using a little bit of each. So use a clay on the oily bits and maybe a moisturizer on the drier bit. If you're doing this in a salon, you're going to want to use 2 masks as well. Look at the person's skin and figure out where the oily bit is and where the dry bit is, and then you're basically going to paint on each mask to match each part of the skin. For the drier parts of the skin, you're going to use a chamomile and a rose water mixture. For the oily bits, you want to use a magnesium with witch hazel if they have really oily skin, which is going to kill off any spots that they have. Or you could use orange flower water, because it's a little bit stronger than the rose water. For combination skin would probably be something like a liquid. You could use a compact if you want. Tinted moisturizer would be great as well, or a stick, and you just apply then a little bit of powder to the oily bits, whatever they may be on your skin, because if you use a foundation that turns into a powder, like a cream to powder, you're gonna damage the parts that are quite dry, and you're just gonna make them look flaky. Helps people with combination skin. And if you have any other questions of any other products to use, just ask me. I'm Sinead Katie. Thanks for watching.